Hello guys, I have returned. In alter Frische. How you guys doing? Good morning, chat. Woo! Goodness. Let's go.
Make a good game and don't market it. The money will come to you.
Hello. Good morning. I'm live, trying to do better than you. Better and you. Yes, me too, bro. Good morning.
Countdown to next bad take. 30 seconds.
How's everybody doing today? You doing fine, guys? How is everyone doing okay? Woo! Nice. Okay, guys. Today we shall do performance. We're gonna make FPS go higher today. Goodness. And unfortunately, I don't have much time today, so we have to hurry up a bit. That means no talking, just programming. Okay? But I hope you guys are doing good. Everyone is having a good day today. And your games are going well. GPU, CPU or both? CPU Improvements today. Einen wunderschönen guten Morgen wünsche ich dir. Dr. Aluminium, guten Morgen, du too. Und Flymund und Ulas on YouTube, good morning. Yeah, no. We are running at... Let's see. Let's see. This is the problem. The more units, the more heroes. The worse the performance. You see? 200 already? Just a couple of heroes? Not that great. Let me get rid of the loop though. I was listening to this on loop yesterday. One more time though. Hadouken! Hello, Taz DJ, my man, good morning. I appreciate... yeah, we're gonna play that next week. Am I leaking anything? No. We will most likely play this next week, my brothers. Good old games. Taz DJ gave that to me. Majesty Gold HD Edition. Supposed to be a tower defense game with base building. Very awesome stuff. He gave that to me. And we also have other games that we're gonna play next week. Like, where is it? Oh yeah, this one here. Bad North. 10,000 reviews, you guys. Tower defense survival. That sounds interesting too. But yeah, anyways, enough of that. We've got a lot of stuff to do and very little time. So what I want to do is... Now, I would have loved to talk about the pre-compiled header that I did yesterday and find a way to automatically rebuild the pre-compiled header the moment I change my schnitzel lib. This is the pre-compiled header that I'm building. Because this thing literally takes up way too much time.
Don't be afraid of poor marketing, like, and you'll be stronger.
3 seconds almost
Good
to compile.
Game will sell nonetheless.
This is a big reason why.
The money will come to you.
Can you disable the rendering with the Tangy army just to check something? Okay, I can. Anyways, I'll do that probably tomorrow. Depends, because tomorrow, like, my friends want to do a rut tour, bicycle tour. So, might not have time. But maybe on Friday. On Friday we can go into a little bit. I want to have a clip of me doing that, essentially, because I always look for the same commands and I always forget the command on how to do it properly. Precompiled header plus basically F-time trace. Really important stuff. Can be a clip on YouTube, then I know how to find it and I don't have to always search for it. Okay, let's. We're gonna do campfire today, my brothers. There you go. Adjust the volume. There you go. Okay, so what I want to do is first and foremost we do a git commit and push. First, let's see what did we change. I need to make sure that I have every. I should have done this before stream. Shit. What do we have here? Yeah, we git commit. -m. Texture atlas doesn't matter. Assets. Okay, we added icon beds and then banners. Yeah, so basically new icons for world map. Next, DX renderer. Nothing really, right? We didn't do anything here. Uh-oh. We need to get rid of these shader. It's fine, but we still need to get rid of them. Oh, too many changes in the game. Oh no, too many changes in the... Oh god. Is it important? Target stat had a bug. Passive. Oh yeah, edit. Passive buffs. UI related. Let me quickly fix that. I should have done that off stream. Razor leaves. Effects. Yeah, effects. Can't hit flyers. Energy on hit fix. Energy on hit or whatever. It doesn't need to be perfectly spelled. Who cares? What was that? Updated Cakez. Oh yeah, fixed bug. Fixed bug with damage numbers. One lost screen that was bugged. I literally did like 10,000 damage with Poison Cloud yesterday, but it only showed me 60 damage. That was wrong. Can't hit flyers, yeah. Razor leaves, we want to work on that. Animation time. Oh yeah, placing heroes. Placing heroes juice. Think about energy bar. Yeah, energy bar. Thinking still. Too many things. Oh yeah, effects. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Flying units. What did I just click here? Coloring. Oh yeah. 2x, 1x, 3x, speed up. Font. Hello, who am I? Good morning. Not yet accepted, I assume. Position. Change path. Oh yeah, paths. Change with hotkeys. Man, it's like an entire list of things, bro. I did spline generation. Oh yeah, flying paths. Action primary, secondary. Yeah, skipping intro. Doesn't really matter. Like this stuff, who cares, right? Triggered buff. Yeah. Yeah, speed up. Yeah, that's what I did yesterday. Missions. Yeah, okay, fine. That's okay. Anything else? Game.h? No. Render interface? Global data doesn't matter. Schnitzel, precompiled header, texts, tile editor, flyer path, press any key. Okay, that's fine. Git push. Okay, I need to push because today we're gonna do performance. Of course, I misspelled chat's mom's fat. What is five guy? Five guy, one cake. Would you like to try my game, bro? You need to write me on Discord because I have two people writing me if I want to try their game. Then there's another person I promised to test out his game. I can, but it's getting a bit much. Let's say that. If you write me on Discord, then it's like a to-do list and I won't forget. It might take a while, but I'll get back to you. Okay, so basically what I want to do today is something I learned from Mr. Cherno. I want to build something that is called an instrumentor. I want to build a struct I'm pretty sure I've already done that in the past. I have done that in the past, but let's see. Instrumentor, do I still have that? I don't. Okay, so essentially an instrumentor is a structure or a class. Struct instrumentor. An instrumentor acts as, oh my god, acts as an easy way to time how long a scope takes. Mr. Cherno called it an instrumentor. I don't know what that word means, but we're just gonna use it as well. And then you build an instrumentor constructor. You have a bunch of fields, for example, a float or long, since this is timestamp, long start, and then long duration. The reason why I don't need to have an end value is because the duration basically tells us the end value. And I think it's easier to read than figuring out the duration. Instrumentor, yeah, thank you so much. Instrumentor, of course. Cakez, will your mom stop on her way at your place today? She told me so. Shut the fuck up. My mom actually wanted to come today. You fucking ass. Shut up, bro. What you talking about? Better use you in 64T. My god, what is going on? Excuse me. I apologize. Now, we have a small issue. Calculate FPS. Let's go to the game. Calculate FPS. Current frames. Average frames, average FPS. Frame time. It takes the frame time. Okay. Mr. Capuchman wanted me to test something first though, before we build this instrumentor, so let me do that really quickly. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but we can try to not draw the heroes. Let's go back to this. Let's give ourselves some money. Better use Unity? No, it's about learning, bro. Why would we do that? Then we don't learn much, at least. Oh my god, I hate the collider on these, I really do. The collider needs to be updated, guys. Let's get down to 200 FPS. Let's go below 200. So Mr. Capuchman says, please use not draw. So basically, if we don't draw, that is unlocked rendering of the game. Then draw
Mixed
heroes.
Review? Check. Doesn't work on AMD? Check. Unbalanced game? Check. UI bugs? Check. Yapping all day? Check.
This is drawing the heroes. I don't think this is causing the issue, but let's see. So now it's no longer drawing them. It is a huge one though. You're right. It's quite a bit actually. It's 500. Crazy actually. And then let's say if I restart. Huh, the draw code of heroes is it? Little bit. Interesting. I wonder why. Are you not batching them? I am. I wonder what it is. Let's test out the draw weapon call. Nah, draw weapon is not. Maybe it's draw items. One big shader equals branching equals low. It's not the shader. It's not the shader. Look. Watch. How do I do that? The pixel shader, right? Can I return at the top? Return vec 4. No, it's a float 4. Black. Then I can't see font though. Give me a second. I can't see font if I do that. I need to still render font. Here, this is the if check for font. Let's still draw that, but to just return a float for nothing. Interesting. Actually, very interesting. Yep, just return at the top. That's interesting, to say the least. Your CPU code is dog shit then? Hey Dennis, good morning. Do you use a single shader, Cakez? I am, yes, I do use a single shader. Measure the swap chain MS2. Yeah, how can we do that in DirectX? How can I measure how long the swap chain takes? It's interesting. So what you're saying is it the lighting? Is it the overdraw of the lighting? Shall we check that? I think it's the lighting. If anything, it will most likely be the lighting. Here, let's do if false. It's the lighting, yeah. So we already figured out one big reason why the game lags. Having overdraw. AQ has a really cool explanation for that. I'll show you guys. Can I show that, AQ? Can I show what you typed me? With the overdraw, is that possible? Can I show the picture that you showed me? Show it? Okay. Here. We basically have this overdraw, and it is computing the lighting for all of these. What it would do if it was done properly is only compute the lighting on the final image. And so lighting is a big part on why the game lags. But even if we don't do lighting, we're still only 400 FPS big. So there is still a lot of CPU stuff that is happening, which is slowing down the game a lot. And so I want to focus today on CPU, not the GPU. We'll do the GPU improvement another day. Basically what we need to do here is generate a final image. And then on that final image, apply the lighting. Would you recommend the Avalon game? The Avalon game unfortunately crashes a bit much, Nova. It's quite a few bugs. The optimization is needed, Tapir. I'm running on 170 FPS on a really strong graphics card. Cakez, my niece came by and she said she wants to play the Orange Butts game again. Is the demo available? Not yet, unfortunately. I'm still waiting on Steam. We're still waiting on the playtest. This one here. The moment this is ready, I'm gonna put the game up here. But unfortunately, it's not yet ready. Deferred rendering? No, it's...
Glad to be back to my favorite Vulkan and Godot stream. Please keep your functions shorter than 5 lines.
How does one optimize FPS? How does one know when it's just right? Optimizing FPS. So I guess it's good to talk about this. Optimizing FPS should be done when you're encountering an issue. And we do. On my graphics card, which is very strong.
Out of touch? No.
Zent12 just subscribed.
Experience. Whenever I finally have something visually pleasing.
If you don't have alpha, you can sort the entities front to back. We have depth testing. How would one do that? You need more FPS than what I have here. You should only do improvements to FPS when you're actually encountering an issue. And so I need to figure out how I did the instrumentor back then, but that was very insightful. And I might just look at my old GitHub page. Let me see GitHub. Cakez framework. This is like 3 years ago. And in source, I think we have... Main, where's my main? Oh god. A platform maybe? No, I don't think that's it. Oh, can I search this, by the way, guys? How do I search? Instrumentor. This is just going to file. How do I search my thing here? Type to search here, this. Instrumentor.
Hi.
The record. Oh, fucking hell. I can't find it myself, asshole. Game. I don't think I have the instrumentor here. Nah, maybe I just have to figure it out myself. It doesn't matter. What we need to do is get the... yeah, RDTSC is the system clock, exactly. And that's what we need to use. So basically, in the game.h, we can use the start is RDTSC. And I don't know exactly how that is. Let's go to the game that's CPP. RDTSC. And there we go, there it is. Guys, I don't know what it is today! Shut up! Apologize. Sorry. Game struct. So let's put that here. Okay, so this is what we need. This unsigned int. No, and so you said I should use int i64. Do I have that? No. uint 64t. Yeah, okay, fine. We use that. It's like a long, isn't it? Anyways, so uint 64t. So, and then we do the start, and when we close this thing, the instrumentor, then obviously we want to set the duration. We do a uint 64t end, which is this again. And then we set the duration, which is end minus start. Now we have the duration. Now, if this was it, that was easy. But we need a little bit more. We need a character pointer. It's better to have an array, which is more space, but it's fine. It's better to have an array, scope, name. Let's do 124. Let's not make that too large, or maybe 64 only. I'm trying not to do too much, but essentially what we're doing here is we need to have a name for the scope. And then in the game state, struct game state. And this will only happen when we are in debug mode, so I'm gonna put this at the end. Essentially, we want to have an array. Oh, and now we have to be careful. I probably need a struct. Struct measured scope. Scope. which has an uint 64, uint 64. Bruh. uint 64t duration, and it has a char scope name. I think it's better to call it scope name, not named scope. So over here. Oh, I called it scope name. Okay. And so then I think, how does that work against scope name? Or was it underscore scope name? Scope. Wait, how does that work again? This stupid constructor. It's been a while. Dot scope name. How's this constructor work again, guys? It's been so long. Just copy it over. Don't act like you're coming up with this. What are you talking about? This is on my other screen, you dummy. All them integers are impressive. Now, guys, please tell me how can I supply? How can I supply? Wait, I think I know. Char pointer, scope, and then I think it is dot scope name, or is it colon? Scope name is scope. No, I can't actually do that. I need to do a mem copy. I apologize. Mem copy into scope name, the scope, using the string length of scope. Now I need to the reason why I need to do mem copy, and this is only for me, because I'm doing hot code reloading, which means the moment I have a I'm just gonna draw you guys a picture. By the way, I did a good job here, I think. Yeah, right, guys, on YouTube? Is that a good thumbnail? Anyways, so essentially get rid of, guys, get rid of these things. 1,000 plus. Yeah, we're gonna get to 1,000 plus. String copy S enjoy us. Yeah, string copy, is that better? Anyways, that's a bit big. Essentially, we have the engine, and then we have the game. And the game is a DLL. And when I have a char pointer in the game, that is just a number. That is large. That's large. That's large. It's just a number. You know, like some largest number. And this char pointer, whenever I hotcode reload, like I delete that and I reload it, and then I get a new pointer to the DLL. The pointer here is different, which will cause a null pointer exception. It will be even worse than a null pointer exception because it's pointing to destroyed memory, essentially. So that's why we need a character array here, that we don't point into a destroyed memory location the moment I reload the game. Essentially that. That's why this is a little bit more work here. But essentially, the way this works is like this. We have the duration, and we need to store the start. Very important. We have the duration of the instrumental and the scope of the name of the scope. And then we have a measured scope that is the accumulation of all of the different runs added together. So the moment I'm done here, I go do a for loop over all of the measured scopes. Oh, scope measurement. I still have that. Where's that from? Wait a minute. Scope measurement. That one. Test. Where's this from? That's old. Oh, there it is. Calls per frame. I had calls per frame as well. There it is. Perform. Yeah, there it was. I had that before. Accumulation delta time, median delta time per run. Oh, I had this a little bit more. Interesting. Essentially, but I do not want to do a scope measurement. I want to have a measured scope thing. And then we put this measured scope array onto... What is that? Come on. Here. Hello, Mr. KL Firefly. Good morning. Here we go. So, measured scope. And let's say, how many scopes do we want? 100. Measured scopes. This is just an array on the game state. And I don't know why this is red now. I'm not sure why this is complaining. Why are you complaining, bro? You're dumb? Am I you stupid? Eh? What the hell? Oh, I see. I thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry, I didn't see that. Semicolon, of course. And then measured scope. And essentially, the moment we have the duration, what we do here is we go to the game state. And I should be able to call code here, right? There's a repetition tester, but yeah, we're gonna try out something else as well. But I wanna code this first, because this is some... Why can I not access... Oh, because the instrumenter needs to be below the game. We don't have access to Game Stadia. I need to access my game state to add to the array, bro. That's why. Oh, these are all of the power-ups. I should have folded that. Oh my god. Okay, there's quite a few power-ups. Why not forward declare? Guys, it's fine. We are hacking this in right now, okay? Stop complaining. Hope you're doing well. Supertonic, good morning, man. Holy! Oh my god. Oh, is that annoying? There we go. Damage types, items, ability unlocks, weapon costs, item costs, weapon upgrades, item upgrades, global. There we go, finally. So there it is. We'll put this here for now. We need to access the game state, measured scopes, and we need to get the element. Oh, I see. It takes in a measured scope, huh? We're just gonna do a for loop then. For measured scope reference ms in game state measured scopes. If ms dot scope name, comma, and this is string compare. String underscore CMP. How do we string compare again? String? Oh man, that's annoying. Developer console string CMP. There it is. If string compare the measured scope dot scope name with the scope name from here. And then the maximum is the string length of scope name. If that's 0, that means we find it. Then we add to the measured scope dot duration plus equals duration. Basically, the longer it is. Oh, that's why I needed the runs. Let's do a short. Well, let's an I16. run count. And then another I16. Actually, it's just an int. Run count and then a float. AVG. Or an int64. uint64. Oh my god. uint64 t avg duration. There we go. Then we do ms.runCount. Oh, I see. That average duration and run count does not need to be here, but in the measured scope, of course. You know, guys, what I find funny and interesting is the first time I did this, which is like 2 years ago, something like that. 3 years ago, something like this. Everyone was like supportive. We were talking about it, and it was interesting for people to see. Now, all I can see is blah 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 blah. Cakez so dumb. Blah blah. He's so stupid. Blah blah blah. He doesn't know what he's doing. Blah. What the hell, bro? Shut up!
Is it hot or cold? Well, it's starting to get cold because I barely have anything left.
Hello, Cakez.
This is 1 by default. There we go. And then we need to get the average duration. ms.average duration is ms.duration divided by run count. ms.run count. And now I just realized this should also be a uint64t, because then we don't have any issues. There we go. Okay, and then we return here. I think we can do that, right? Otherwise, we need to make a new measured scope. ms. And build one. Now, why are we writing all of this? Basically, this is something that you could do yourself, but there are tools as... Shut up! There are tools as well to aid you in that, right? So, duration is duration. Dot run count is 1, not 12. Dot scope name, average duration is duration. And then, oh yeah, it's probably here. And then ms dot scope name is a mem copy into the scope name using the scope name, comma, and then string length of the scope name. Right? Now, I'm not saying that this itself, and I saw the messages, right? I'm not saying that this in and of itself is... this is the most efficient way to do this, nor am I saying that getting RDTSC, doing a mem copy, and all of that stuff, this does take time too. I realize that. I know that. Okay? We should probably do this first. Or, actually, we should do it like that, because then it does the mem copy first, which is then out of the scope, and then we get the start. And after that, we get the end immediately. Now, this call in and of itself does take time. I know that. But this is not about if this takes time. Because you can think about it like this. If I do it in 50 different functions, this time is added to all these functions. That doesn't matter. If I have a function that is 10 times larger in terms of the duration or the average duration than all of the other functions, then I can still look at that function in isolation, because we can assume, and it will be correct, that all of the other functions have this boilerplate added to them. If we remove the boilerplate, then there's still this one function that is larger than every other function, that takes longer than every other function. So it is still true that a higher number means look at that function. Okay, so all people are saying right now doesn't make any sense, because it doesn't matter. Okay, and this is for debugging, and you will understand what that means in a second. because I'm gonna build a define. This is the measure scope, essentially. And so we did that in the past as well. It takes in the scope name, that will be a string. And then basically what it does is it builds a, what is it called again? An instrumentor. It builds that, or I don't know, instrumentor. And then it does something with this, of course, right? Let me see. Dot. Basically, we just need the name of it. Scope name. So we need to build an instrumentor. Like that. And then in the next line of code, we need to do a mem copy into the instrumentor. Instrumentor dot scope name. Actually, it does have a scope here. So how do I do an instrumentor with the scope name? Like that? Is that it? Is that all we need to do, really? Are we done? So we can literally just define it like that? Are we done here? Is this everything I need to do? You could put the line number in the instrumenter too. No, because I'm gonna literally call it the... The moment I know the scope name, I can just search for it. It doesn't matter, because we have the name of the scope. Let's see if this works. So let's go to update game, right? That's the biggest one and will be all of it together. If I measure the scope, we do a measure scope here at the very top. Actually, we have to do it outside of this. Measure scope. Update game. Does that build? First, does that build? That's the big question. It does not. Okay, it does not. Or it causes an issue. Let's see what it is. Oh, I know why. The game state, we need to change the game state, change data. We don't have the data on the game state yet. String length, no ultimate, guys, string length and all of that, that's fine. I'm using an array, bro. It is now terminated. Because I'm initializing it to 0. Okay. That seems to work. Interesting. Wow. That just works. Interesting. So let's see. Does it happen actually? It does. What is the duration? 90,000. Interesting. Not sure what that means. In terms of time, we don't really need to know the time. We can get the time by getting the tick frequency. We can store the tick frequency, and then we, divide the tick frequency. Doesn't matter. 9,000. It's just a number. We are interested in. What if it? No, I'm gonna choose a name that is obviously less, bro. Guys, you are coding for ghosts. It doesn't matter what if. No, this is a specific situation and requires a specific solution. If you want to have longer scope names, then you make an instrumenter with a bigger array. Doesn't matter. Guys, you're coding for ghosts. And what I want to do now is, essentially, we need to display the list. And where do we display it? I'm pretty sure it's best to do it here. Display the list of measured scopes. So basically what we do here is we do a for loop over a measured scope reference ms. We can also do it const, doesn't really matter. Measured scope const game state measured scopes. We get the measured scope and then we draw a UI text. Probably format UI text. Which says the name of the scope, colon. And then we probably want to have, I guess we do 2 texts. It's better to do text and number. Yeah. We just draw a UI text, which is ms dot scope name. And we draw it. Now we need to have a vector to start position, of course, which let's say we put that to the left, 10 pixels, and then 40 pixels down, right? 40 pixels might not be enough, but we can change that, of course. Then we have the, let's call it just position. Doesn't really matter, position. Position. Yeah, position. And then obviously dot render options is outline for text. And then we draw UI format UI text, which is %d, the run count. %d, the duration, which is position plus a vector 2, let's say 60 pixels at minimum, but probably 80 is better. And then we have another dot. You know what? I'm just gonna do a text data. Font is this dog, and then we can always supply the font. I'm tired of having to type this 10 million times. Put that here, and then we do font. Nice. And so the last thing that we need to do is we put the font here, and then we draw a UI text, which says scope name, a bunch of spaces, very, very easy. Then what is the next one? Run count, spaces, time, or ticks, because we are measuring ticks. And then we use the font. Okay, then on the position, and then we do position.y plus equals 12. Let's test 12. Maybe it needs to be less. So for every measured scope, we draw the name of the scope, and then we draw the text. And since the name is in a different position, we'll figure this out. Why are you complaining now? What is the issue here? A candidate function or known conversion from const char. Okay, well then these are no longer const. These are just normal chars. Because I'm tired of const! Fuck you! Anyways, it's probably not 12, but 10. And then 12 for the heading. And then after that, game state measured scopes dot clear. Because we want to build them again for the next thing, right? Measure scope. Good. Now. Lemar, what an idiot. Cakes, read WhatsApp message. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ban you. And I'm gonna ban WhatsApp. For 5 minutes. Shut up, let me code. And I'm gonna play the sound. And that sound too. Okay. Here is if has option. Option. Underscore. No, not these options, man. No, not editor option, man. Why you always gonna put these? I literally start with option underscore. Why don't you put this at the front? This is option underscore. It is not render option. It is not path option and not editor option. It is option. Sorry, I apologize. I'm a little bit stressed because I don't have much time. And I hate this. You know, it's every day. It's the same issue. Option. Show scope, show measurements, show option profile. Profile scopes. And that's bit 13. The cool thing is we can do this while the game's running. And if we have this option, then we draw this. We do all of that. Otherwise, we don't do this at all. And here's the kicker. We probably should do this all the time, by the way. The clear here. And here's where it gets interesting. If dev debug. We only want this entire thing to have to happen. Do you stream encoding of stream 2? Sometimes, it depends. I get mad at Vim searching and I get mad at IntelliSense. And that happens off stream too, yeah. Cause it's dog. And over here, measure scope. And I think we actually need that. These things. We do if dev debug else and if. Do I have to do that? Or do I have to do it like this? Like that? Yeah. Basically, measure scope exists. And I'm pretty sure I have to define in the other one as well, but it just does nothing. Right? It defines to nothing. On debug, it defines to the instrumentor. And we actually probably also... We can keep the structure instrumentor here if we really want to, but we can also just get rid of it. We don't need to get rid of it. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. Now. This should give us a way to toggle these options and to display them. All we need to do now is draw UI sliced, sprite, menu shading. I like that a lot. And don't we have... Oh yeah, it needs to be done here, of course, right? And we have the text, the position here. And since we have the position, we can do position -5 or 10, which leads me to believe we should start at 14 or something. And then the size would be, I think 120 would be nice, and that depends on how many we have. 12 times game state measured scopes dot count. And so this will grow with how many measured scopes we have. And of course, this is a vector 2. That means this is a float. And then this will be converted, into a float. Now, what I'm building here is just displaying this, right? Are you complaining? Okay, yeah, IntelliSense is a bit slow today. So what we built now is a way to measure scopes. And the first one will be the game state. And I can toggle the option. I just need to remember. It's 13. So basically I can do toggle option. And then 13. There we go. It does work. The font is way too large. And yeah, let's start here. This is what it looks like. And yeah, obviously it looks bad because I have not done that properly yet. I don't know why this is not 120 pixels large. Size. Why is that not so? That's not 120 pixels large, man. Eh? What the hell? Huh? That's not 100. Oh, of course. Position plus 60. It is 100 pixels, 20 pixels large. Oh yeah, and a vector 2 of 60, of course. We need to go to the right. And then I guess we do a const vector 2 size, which is 120 by 12 times game state measured scopes dot count, which this over here is a float. And then this is also a float, and we can put this as that as well. And then we can do the size here. And we have size.x divided by 2. Because it's centered, right? And then we obviously also want to turn this transparent. There we go. Is debugging DLL working in VS Code? I keep having problems with PDB-log. Oh, it says .y, not .x. My fault, sorry. It's supposed to be .x. And now we can just make this. It doesn't have a measured scope, which is a bit odd. And then the font that we are doing here is .font size. Dude. Font size is font scale 2. I'm new to coding. Can you give me advice about coding? Hello there, RH. Well, difficult to say. What do you want to know? What advice are you looking for? How to... I don't know. What like, you're gonna be a bit more specific. If you want to learn to code, 120? That's so little? Really? It's crazy. Advice about coding? How to get into it, how to get better, what to do. I want to learn to code. The best way to learn to code, you want to know that? I don't know, you want to make a game? You like games? Or maybe you want to make a program? I had a colleague in university that earned money while being in university. He coded an application for sports events, measuring time and competing on a ladder. So basically he built a ladder type system for sports events in Germany. And he did all of that in C++. And he earned money because he sold that application. Really cool, like very impressive. And so what I'm trying to tell you here is, if you want to learn to code, you just make something. You build something. Wife guy, good morning. How you doing, man? Cakez, I'm new to coding. Can you give me advice about coding? Nehin codes, you're lying. And congratulations, I saw your title yesterday. You got your job. So that means you stop programming now, or what? You stopping to program now? You done? I want to learn web development. Yeah, then build a website. Build a website with a backend and a front end. Yeah, congratulations. Wait, no, wait, that's X. So I apologize. I'm a little bit X and then position. Wait a minute. Probably that. Odin is, I don't know, I wouldn't call Odin the best programming language, bro. But I would call Odin great to start with. Very easy to get on, to start with. Awesome language. Cakez, I agree with you. I don't have a paper to say I got studies done for computer science, but I learned programming by building web apps. Yeah, you're probably better than 90% of people that graduate university. Because these people didn't build anything themselves, they were just lazy guys in university. I do not have a measured scope. Count 0. Why? Don't I build one here? Interesting. Measure scope should have happened. The instrumentor. Oh, I forgot to add it. I see. Of course, that's why that didn't happen. Okay, yeah, I forgot to add the measured scope to the game state. Like I know from learning myself, I can use HTML, CSS, TypeScript, JavaScript, Godot, yeah, GD script. Exactly. Like, listen, you learn the best by doing something yourself. Okay, now, aha! Run count is a bit wrong. And ticks is also a bit wrong. Not sure why that is. But okay, first and foremost though, 80 is not enough. Let's do 120. We probably need a bit more spaces here and then we're good. Production ready, Cakes? Yeah, I know it's not gonna run the first time. That's fine. That's totally okay. 110. No, I don't mind. We'll get it to work anyways, so it's okay. Oh, because it's percentage D. It's probably too large. No, Corp. It's just temporary. I really like streaming and I'm working on my projects. I will continue to stream off corporate hours. I wish you good luck then. So, but does the corporation know that it's only temporary, or did you lie to them? Or maybe you shouldn't say that on stream. Or is it like a temporary job thing that all of you agreed on? Why is the title and content the same text color? Or that really that bothers you so much, Azen? It does bother you? Doesn't matter. Now, I really like it's triggering me when it's not perfectly aligned, right guys? So, hey, we gotta get it perfect. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so the only thing we gotta do now is... Oh, we need to push it down too, I see. The position needs to be pushed down by the amount of entries we have. So that is a 12 times... game state measured scopes dot count. I think this is a float too, and then this is 0.0f as well. Let's test that. Okay, almost. And then we need to do minus 10. Let's get another scope for now. Test it. Let's do init tile editor, which doesn't run every frame. It only runs once. That's boring. Let's figure out one. Update cameras. Let's do that. Let's see how that looks. I feel like developer console. I'm aware of the fact that it always shows the same data. I know why that is now. I will fix it in a second. Yeah, but oh man, that's annoying. Okay, wait. I think it's just size y divided by 2. Size.y. Cakes, it's full time, but I don't like the job. Can quit maybe in a year or so. Oh, I see. I see. Wait, did it already do something? Almost. -6. Okay, guys, I think we got it now. Hopefully. Like, this UI stuff is really annoying, but hey, let's see if this works. It looks like it works. Cool. Awesome. So now we have the UI done. Obviously, I forgot to supply the data. So ms.run count and ms.ticks. So the average duration, probably. Let's do duration and then ms.average duration. And then we do ticks. And then we do AVG ticks, average ticks. Which we probably have to change as well, but let's do. Guys, how do I make a, how do I supply a, how do I supply a uint64t into format, into sprintf? What is the handle for uint64t? It's not %d. Is it %l for long? Dick? LU? LU or LLU? Why is it LL? Why is it LL? That's odd. Really? %I for idiot. Long? Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. I feel like banning this Burka guy, but I'm gonna wait a bit, you know. By the... Oh wow. Yeah. That's bad, of course. I see. That's why I had the measure scope thing. Because it flickers like that. We need to do that over time, of course. Yeah, we need to average this out. The problem is that it changes every frame, right? It's not averaging itself. Whoops. God damn it. Thought it would be easier, but nope. How do I average this out now? It's like with the FPS. You see how the FPS goes up and down, but it's not as crazy as this stuff here, because I'm averaging it over 60 frames. So I would probably have to generate some sort of average in a way. You need a graph over time. Just display after 1 second, accumulate with delta time until 1 second, then reset to 0. Store them in an array. Every 0.5 seconds you average and empty the array maybe. Let me get this stuff here right first. So that's gotta be 20 and 30. Let's test that. I want this to be in the correct position and aligned properly. Ring buffer. It's definitely not as simple as I thought, unfortunately. Sum and divide by count, I do. It still reset every frame, so... God damn it, like, holy. How far do I need to go to the right for this? Damn. Of course, now that's too much, huh? Just show the max. If a max is low, everything's good. I mean, 194. Hey, Mr. Shade11, good morning. What is this? That's annoying, unfortunately. Gotta say, fixed size array. Add a value each frame, increment, roll over to 0 when exceeding the array length. We have a ring buffer now. Yeah, I mean, I can change the measured scope, of course, right? I can change this to... I could turn all of these into arrays. Turn all of these into arrays. And then in order to display it, I accumulate all of them. Only update the text every second if you want readable ticks. Oh, I could do that too. Hey, that's actually a good idea. I don't need to turn these into arrays. We just only update this every second. That would not be perfect, but it would be enough, I think. Good idea. Let's miss the spikes. Yeah, it's not gonna be perfect. I know that. Measure every frame, change the display value once per second. Yeah, but I'm still gonna miss the spikes then, super cool. Cause... I'm updating it every frame. And so I could have a spike at 30 seconds, and then the next frame the spike is gone. Average them, sir. Let's do it right. Now you show the longest time in the last 60 frames. Oh, I get it now. I show the longest time and the average. How would I do the average though? How would I do the average? Bruh, God, the math. You keep summing them. So wait, I keep summing the duration. And then I have a uint 64t spike. I have a spike. And then I have the average. So the spike value, the highest, yeah. And then run count. And so every time I measure the scope and the thing dies, the instrumenter dies. We add to the duration, that's easy. Bro, save it. Stop annoying me. Okay, well, we have the spike. If duration is greater than ms.spike, ms.spike is duration, and then we add the duration. Okay. Is that all we need? Average duration does not need to be computed now then. It will be computed here. No, wait, sorry. Here. We get a measured scope. And then we also only clear when we update, of course. And we don't clear them. We update them. And now, let's see. Instead of calling it ticks, we call it spike and then the average. Right? We call it spike. Then the first one is the run count. How many times we have run this in total. This is the spike. And then over here we have to generate that. uint 64t. Average duration is ms.duration divided by ms.runCount. There we go. Then we don't need the average duration here, actually. We can save a field. I think this better, right? I did change the data, did I? No, I did not. I think it will work. No. Okay. Yeah, I'm building a DLL. Huh? Why? There's no way it updates that quickly, man. Huh? Is it cleared somewhere? Yeah, here. But only if I update it. Guys, I'm just gonna do 10 seconds. Let's see. There's no way it updates so fast. Huh? I know what to do. No, I know what to do. I know what to do. Bro, come on. I hate that. Just store it, man. So frustrating to wait on this compiler every time. I know what to do. So basically, I only update these once a second. This needs to be a two-staged if. But it always draws it, essentially. So it draws it all the time. It draws it all the time. It clears it when it's updating it. And this right here. Reset the timer, Cakes. Yeah, guys. I'm aware of that. Give me a second, okay, please. I know. Guys, I'm aware of resetting the timer. That's not the problem. I know that this is the issue. I know it the moment it stopped drawing itself. I'm not stupid. That's not the issue that I'm currently facing, guys. I'm facing the issue of not having a good brain! No. Man, I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm so dumb. I hate that, man. Why am I so stupid? Why am I so dumb? I'm losing brain cells. Yeah, guess what happens to me, man? No. Then it just accumulates. And we have the same issue. It just changes every frame. God, I hate that. Guys, I'm too stupid. I apologize. I'm too dumb. I don't know how to make it better. Other than... I don't know how to do it better, okay? Sorry, I'm dumb. It is how it is, okay? There you go. Okay. Got it done. I don't know how else to do it. Other than this. Basically what I'm doing is... I store the actual values here. Once every second, I save over everything that I did here to this one. I display that all the time. I clear the old ones. And I accumulate for the next second in this array. And then I copy it over. Dumb and simple. Should work. I'm just gonna be frank here. And I don't want to backseat develop here and tell you what to do, but honestly, I feel like you are drowning in your own code base. Just judging by how long the LSP takes to update and for tiny changes to compile. Do it at your own convenience, but you should take a day or two just to reorganize your stuff. Reorganize does not mean refactor. Don't tell me what to do, bro. Don't care. Don't care. It's gonna crash up. No. It sounds complicated to write all that. Yeah, it is complicated to write all that, bro. It works. It works. It works. Yeah. Developer console n, why is that? Why is this complaining here? Why is the measure scope thing broken on this? Why does it put a comma next to it? Update cameras. Oh, update cameras. Interesting. M? Update game M, yeah. Interesting. Because you didn't null terminate? What do you mean null terminate? This is a literal string. It is null terminated. This is null terminated. Why would that not be null terminated? Because I'm using a class or something? Our class is dumb? Or something? What the hell? Our class is just retarded? Sorry, I'm getting mad actually. Because this is the first time. I'm using class. And I have to do some stupid stuff like this. Doesn't work even. No, it does. Okay, MM. You can't be serious. Update game M. Just use string copy. What does it take in? Thought it so. It complains. What does string copy take in? Oh, just a source and a destination. Okay. So no length. Yeah, C++ is dumb. I know. It needs the destination maximum size. No, it needs to work. That's what it needs to do. Huh? Spike is always so much higher than the average. Yeah, you're right. I might be doing something wrong here. Not sure what it is though. Man, it's raining outside and it's raining like crazy and there's Gewitter in English. Thunder. Not Thunderbird. Yo, Madians and Handsome Kessel. Thank you guys for following. Unless it doesn't matter to you, string copy is not a standard function. It is from Microsoft. It's a wrapper for string copy. It doesn't matter for me. What pisses me off is the update game M. Or I called it update game M. I did not. Where's the M coming from, ladies and gentlemen? Where is the M coming from? This is a string literal. This is the one time I'm using classes and it's broken completely. It is bothering me so much. I hate it. Does it happen here though? It does happen. Cakes in general rule of thumb, if you think something is dumb, 99% of the time you're dumb. No. No, this is the... listen, I am using... Please. I am using string literals everywhere in my game. It is everywhere. Not a single time in my game do I have additional characters somewhere else. Not a single time. Do you hear me? Not one time. Where is the M coming from? The way these string literals work is they get put into the executable. It is string literal, null terminator, string literal, null terminator. All of these are in an array that is a long character array in the executable. It is on the disk. It works like that when you have a string literal in your code, it is putting the string literal there and then it null terminates itself. You can even look at this. So for example, I can do this. Let me get a variable. No. char pointer, penis, penis. Okay, we're going to look at penis now. And the way this works is the following. That's why it's pissing me off so much, because it is null terminated already. And I'm generating, what I'm doing here, I'm generating a null initialized measured scope. So the entire array of this dog shit thing is null terminated. It is all of this array, everything in this array is null. It's null. Null. Okay? So there is no way that it's not null terminated. Now it's update game. Interesting. Anyways, we're still gonna do it. Interesting. Maybe it needed to update. Well, anyways, so basically, what you can do is you can look at the address of penis. And I think you could turn that into a comma string. No, wait. I think penis comma string. No, or into an array. Wait, penis on 0 comma string. And then it says how many, right? Wait, penis. Oh, how do I turn this into an array? Oh, how did I turn this in an array again? I've done this in the past. 20? No. Maybe comma S, comma 20? Comma S, 20? No. How do I turn it into an array? Comma? You think it's just comma? No, no. Just comma? I don't think so. No. Penis, comma 20? Oh, penis, comma 20. Okay. Do you see this null terminator? Update game null terminate. Do you see? Man, God, I'm mad. Call the Terminator, maybe that would solve the issue. Why is he not listening? Tapir, I only have a couple of minutes today and then I have to leave. And so, you know, normally I'd say chat is wrong. In this case, Cakez is wrong. You could say that I'm wrong. It's fine. Why Zoe needs to go to, not the hospital, kindergarten, to meet the other kids. So it's like a special event. And I have to bring my wife there and her sister. Because we currently have, like, I can't tell you much, but there's a bad situation in the family. Oh, you know, someone is sick, essentially. Not like in that part, right? So she's been there. I've been alone here for the last 2 days. So this is why so what is wrong then? Tell me what the issue is. I just showed you and I proved to you that strings are null terminated here. So the M cannot come from here. It is impossible to come from this array because it is null terminated. Now, when I get here into the instrumenter, when I initialize a measured scope like that, the way that initializing works here is that it zero initializes everything apart from these. This is the Clang extension. I'm using a Clang extension to allow me to do dot duration. Actually, no, this is a feature of C++, not Clang. I apologize. This is C++ 17, 20, something like that. You can index into these by doing the dot. I changed to string copy as well. Usually mem copy is working, and for those of you who say that string length of the scope name doesn't work properly, this is my implementation. This is not from C++. This is mine. I'm literally going over the array, starting with 0. If I have a string, every time I have a character, I add 1 to it and I return. So it is the perfect amount. And for penis, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would give me 5. And so into an array that is now terminated, when I copy from the beginning of the array 5 characters, it should copy the P, the E, the N, the I, and the S. And then after that, guess what? Since it's 0 initialized, it is a 0. It is a now terminated string by default. And it's been working all the time. All the time. Pulsar, you said I should read, but you didn't give me anything to read. This scope, string length, commander, in constructor. Don't forget to assert the length. So it is this dog shit here. That's what you're saying. In the constructor. So it is this one here. There's garbage value in this. The constructor. Because it is not mem setting this to 0, is what you're saying. The construct, see, it is a class issue. But no. So wait a minute. Wait, that's so dumb. That is so stupid. It's not initialized because I overwrite the default constructor. No, it's class's fault. It is class's fault. Sorry. That's why I don't use classes. Right here you can see some guy being. This is a perfect display of being stubborn, by the way. This is me being stubborn. I can get. It's fine. It's fine. I'm stubborn. That's okay. There we go. Unblock me, Cakes? You are unblocked? What are you talking about? I'm your big fan, dude. Maybe convert it into a string again? No. I'm not converting it into a string. So why is that complaining now? Why is that complaining now? Expected unqualified ID. Fine, we're gonna do the stupid stuff then. Fine. Fine. I hate classes. Fine. We're gonna do the dog shit stuff of memset. No, std string, the reason why I don't use that is because the moment you have more than, I think, 12 characters, it creates a object on the heap, which is, listen, it doesn't do much in terms of performance, okay? But I still don't like it. That's all. Let's just move on. You don't need that memset? Oh, I do need that memset code slasher, because otherwise it's gonna blow up and put some random characters in there because it's not 0 initialized. Oh, that should work too. Good to know, Kiddo. Thank you very much. I'll use that next time. You can do the string copy with the length. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, so the spike is always much higher than the average, which is a bit annoying. But at least we now know what it is, right? How it works. Okay, so now we have this. Oh, update game takes a lot longer here, the average. You see that? It's 2 million ticks. Would be cool to have MS, to turn that into MS. Yeah, it can be a +1, so it copies the null terminator, but guys, it's fine. This is minuscule. Very good that you use character pointers instead of strings. I think using strings is not a problem, really. I think not knowing about strings is a problem. By the way, guys, you know what I noticed? Sometimes this particle system just goes haywire. Look how many it spawns for some reason. I don't know what it is. Maybe it spawns 2 or something. Oh god. Fine. Okay, let's see. 3,000.
Hello.
3 million, not thousand. Why is the spike so high? What the hell? 7 million. Multiply to convert ticks to MS. Your CPU has 10 GHz clock for tracking time. You sure about that, AQ? You're 100% sure? You can try if you want
Master,
to. Really?
The calculations are in
Okay.
and the powers of your brain are overwhelming.
1F.
I love Cakez dirty dog fucker, no soap, no skill, no original ideas, balloons, steal a bastard, no clue, no knowledge, no games released, no good text, no code, dumb idiot, react, Andy, fuck
Nearly
off,
600
stop
FPS.
streaming, okay,
Ja,
chat.
ja. We need to convert that though, right? Into a float. Or is it a double? Is that better? Or we probably want to do that, right? We convert that into a double. Then we do that. And then over here, instead of a... What is that percentage D? No. Long dick? What is it? What is a double? You can query the value using a Windows function, yeah. What is a double? The D's nuts, yeah? Double is percentage F? You sure about that, Teacup? Isn't that float? %100% sure about this? Works for both? Okay, thank you. Probably shouldn't do that with run count, right? Yeah, there's no way update game takes 300 milliseconds. No way. Is that... There's no way it takes 300 milliseconds, bro. Where do I get the tick frequency? No, wait, not... Win32. Ticks. Create window. Monitor, message box. Clock frequency. Query performance counter test. Large integer, start time. Clock frequency. Clock frequency, where's that coming from? Double int. Clock frequency. So that one is the frequency. It's a double. And we can put that in input. And then store that there. Then we can access this in the game. We're just gonna store that in the input. It's gonna complain. Here. Here, and probably at the bottom. Now we have the clock frequency, we can use it in the game. I think that's better. So what do I do with this? I have the ticks. Do I just multiply that by the clock frequency? You're still working on the same, working on this shit game 6 months later? Yeah, Fate. You know why? Cause I want to learn. You know, come back in 2 years and then talk to me again! What am I supposed to do here? Multiply by the inverse of the clock frequency? What is that? The inverse? Store the inverse somewhere? Hey Leos, thank you very much for following. What? 1 divided? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh. I have it here. It's already the inverse. So I guess I'll multiply that, but right? Query performance counter? Yeah, I've done that in the past too. Don't pretend to get mad. You get this constantly, Cakez. Just wait, bro. Just wait. Okay, I'm learning. And you know, the game got better over the last half year. Okay? I have gained about 500 wish lists. Maybe more in this year already. So it's not that bad. Guys, I'm not getting it to work today, am I? I'm not getting this to work today, am I? I know what to do. I know what to do, guys. I know what to do. It's all there already. It is all there already. We don't need anything. It's simple. It's so easy. We use the time in seconds on the game state. We get the duration by using the game state's time again. That is actually correctly computed. Now we have it in floats. We don't need UN64Ts. We just need floats. We do float. Float. We already have it. We don't need that. Float, float, float. Duration. Measured scope. Duration spike. Float. Float. Int. Simple. Spike. Now it's a float comparison. Then we go to update game. It's all done in floats. We don't need that stupid input clock frequency bullshit. Don't need that at all. The spike is a float. Run count is an int. So that's a percentage D. It's nuts.
Pirate is software basic.
This is a float. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Whoopsie. There we go. Don't need anything else, guys. We already have everything. Now we gotta restart though. Why is the LSP so slow? 41,000 lines of code. Probably. It's getting worse every day, man. This is a new song. I never listened to that. It didn't loop and I just probably demonetized myself. Did I? Yep. Nice. 0 MS on everything. Can you stop, Mr. TCAP? Why? Can you stop? Guys, I need to leave. Shit. Why is it 0? Fuck, why is it 0? .4F? No way, no way, guys. There's no way it doesn't run at least a millisecond on the CPU. Because your time variable is updated once per frame, bozo. Your timing... Oh, I see, I'm stupid. Yeah, you're right. Guys, I don't have time. I literally have to leave. I'm sorry. I probably should not have streamed today. It's too stressful. I need to leave. I apologize, guys. We'll do this tomorrow, okay? I literally have to leave right now. No, I should have left 9 minutes ago. It's best to start ticks. Yeah, I need to start ticks. Sorry about this, guys. I'll try to figure out a better solution off stream and also play around with the input frequency. I'm pretty sure I'm doing something wrong there. I'm pretty sure we can do a better job. Anyways, guys, sorry about this. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Have a great day, guys. Bye.